Ready to go? Hop up, hop up.
Regulators, mount up.
There you go.
Hold on tight, Rookie. Dad's driving. We don't know what's going to happen.
What's up, y'all? Dave and Heather here, Wild Hearts Farm, where we're working to live a more sustainable life connected to nature and all that God has provided for us. It is a gorgeous day out here in southeastern North Carolina. And yeah, we're just enjoying our homestead and just thinking about how much we've accomplished throughout the years. So we're going to share some of that with you today.
Yeah, so we want to do a homestead tour. The last time we did one of these was probably a year
and a half ago when we first started the channel, yeah.
Yeah, and we have done so much since then. I mean, the barn is built, the fence is up, we have a horse now. We completely revamped the entire garden area. We added on to the garden area. We now have a chicken tractor where we do meat birds. We built a new chicken coop. I mean, we have
mega chicken coop.
Yeah, we have done so much to the property, and we want to give you guys an updated tour to let you guys know and let you see all that we've done.
Definitely. And for those of you who've been kind of following along, you've seen some of this, but just seeing it all laid out together and just how much has changed over the years is just pretty amazing. So let me show you where we're at now. I'll tell you what, it is hard to believe that that was just a year ago. This landscape has changed so much. So you can see right now how much bigger the garden's gotten back there. We've got a new chicken tractor. Of course, you know, the homestead still looks beautiful. You can see that larger chicken coop back there. And of course, the barn and the pasture area. You know, just look at how much it's all changed. We still have this great pasture area over here that we're gonna be using for cattle. And of course, our two extra additions here, Remington and Gambler. Oh my gosh. So guys, y'all, it has just changed so much and we cannot wait to show this all to you. So what we're gonna do is we've been maintaining this path that goes around the entire property. And we're gonna take you all down this path. We're gonna stop by the garden, the chicken tractor, the greenhouse. We're gonna stop by all of these areas that we've improved, the chicken coop, the barn, and give you guys a little bit of a tour of everything we've accomplished over the last year and a half. So it's awesome. So come on and let's go. All right, here we go.
We're off. Distracted by the bunny. We have so much nature around here. Absolutely love it. So we're coming up on our berry bushes. So this is one of our biggest wild blackberry areas that we have. We harvest these probably in about, I would say, let's see, what do you think? Probably 2 weeks from now, maybe 3 weeks from now. And we eat a lot of them, but we also preserve them. We do jam with them, as well as I'll freeze some. And we have a lot of brambleberries that run along the ground over here too. So we really have a lot that...
Don't forget the pie.
Oh yeah, I can't forget the pie, right? And the cobbler, right? That's probably Dave's favorite. Right. But yeah, so we really enjoy kind of just foraging what nature has just given us on this land, which is just a bounty of beautiful berries and lots of great wildflowers that the pollinators enjoy as well. And
the new addition this year, well, we started last year,
yeah.
And that is our orchard, just our beautiful fruit trees we have here.
So we planted most of these last year, and one we had to replace, but we have 2 peach trees that are really doing fantastic. I mean, look at all the little guys on these. Look at all the little peaches. So we're going to definitely have a peach harvest this year, a little peach harvest, which is fantastic. And then we have 2 pear trees as well, and 2 apple trees. I think that the pear are going to be a little bit slower to produce, and the Apple, we may get some apples this year. They had several blossoms on them, so hopefully we'll get some of those as well. But we got them from fast growing trees, and they're just doing really fantastic. Wish we would have planted these from the very beginning, like literally the day we moved in. That's my one regret with the orchard is just if you're starting a homestead or you have some land, plant some fruit trees like right away, because it takes a while to produce, and just there's nothing better than just having fresh fruit that you know isn't sprayed with chemicals and you know, all the pollinators enjoy pollinating all these trees, so it's fantastic.
Right. On to the garden.
Yeah.
Lots of big updates
Lots
there.
of big changes in the garden, for sure.
Y'all, we have done so much to this garden, and it just seems to be ever growing. So, you know, we've done everything ourselves. Originally, you know, we were actually planting just in the ground, and we built our own raised garden beds. We used reclaimed wood to build the greenhouse. We built the pergola. We built the fencing. Yeah, just you know, everything we've done ourselves. And there's some really good videos on our channel that shows this whole process. Just this year, we replaced all of our old wooden raised garden beds with these brand new metal Vigo garden beds. We love them, they're awesome. Not only that, we actually extended and we added so many more raised garden beds as well. So, you know, from a year and a half ago to now, this just looks like a completely different garden. And I'm telling you, we just have so much good organic vegetables that she grows. So it's pretty awesome. But I'm gonna let the gardener go ahead and walk you through all the updates that we've done here in the greenhouse.
Yeah. All right, guys. So in addition to the fruit trees, we planted a couple blueberry bushes. They're a little small right now, but you can see some itty bitty blueberries on these little guys right here. So excited about those. Plant your berries now in your fruit trees. Then we added this trellis. We built this as well and added two beds out here, Vigo garden beds, and these are just going to be flower beds out here. So food for all the pollinators to pollinate our fresh veggies and fruit, and love this. We're going to have, eventually, this will be growing up the entire trellis, and this is honeysuckle, the peaches and cream variety from fast growing trees as well, and just, it's so pretty, the pinkish color. Can follow me into the garden. So we replaced all of our garden beds. We have a video on that as well, you guys. So if you want to check that out, but we replaced all of our garden beds with the Vigo garden beds, and we're absolutely loving them. We have a little more space in here now with the extra beds that we added. We added the trellises back here as well. So we've got some great things growing right now. The purple cabbage is one of my favorite things to grow because it's so pretty. But we have got lots of different stuff growing. Cucumbers, carrots, beans, tomatoes, too many tomato plants to count, Brussels, collards, so you name it, we got it. And we got this trellis that the cucumbers will be growing up, and the beans, and then I've got some peas over here will be growing up as well. And we've just got more over here. We've got to get to harvesting our garlic at some point soon, but it keeps getting some rain, so we can't harvest it until we get a little bit of a dry spell, which we had for a while. But we've got garlic here that we've got to harvest, and like I said, some more tomato plants and lots more zucchini and peppers and all kinds of things. And if you want to follow me into the greenhouse, we'll show you. This is one of our projects that we built probably about 4 years ago, and absolutely this is one of my happy places. I love coming out here, just planting, getting all my plants done. I love doing all my gardening stuff out here. It's kind of a mess right now because I'm full on getting everything in the ground and trying to get all my plants. I've given a ton of plants away. I planted a lot of the plants, but my mom got some for Mother's Day, and my aunt and a friend of mine has gotten some. So, but all these I grew from seeds. So super proud of that, and love our chandelier from our old house. And just, this is one of my happy places. You can probably see why. You to the back of the garden and show you we've also done some updates back there. We added 4 beds back here, and we had these other Vigo garden beds, and then we built a trellis back here as well, and we added an area that we could plant sunflowers and corn. So these are all the beds we added. It's got some more garlic back here. These are herb and vegetable beds back here. got so many great herbs like that have kind of overwintered. The sage, the oregano, we've got some mint in there, and then I've got parsley and cilantro. We've got some beautiful strawberry plants back here as well that we've been getting strawberries here and there. Oh, there is one right now.
Oh, I call it. I call dibs. I call dibs.
That's wrong. I pick, you eat.
That's right.
Look at that. There's nothing like a strawberry.
You design, I build.
Yeah.
It goes hand in hand.
And eat.
Mm-hmm.
You design, I build, and eat. There. There is nothing like a strawberry right fresh out of the garden. Oh, wait. Oh, no, not quite yet. Oh, got one.
No, these will get big. These will take over the whole bed.
Yeah, eventually. Got one. Could have waited another day for that, but I'm still going to eat it. Oh, my gosh. And you can see these beds back here. So these were some other Vago garden beds we had. We planted some watermelon here. We'll grow it up the trellis. We'll have to support those watermelon, and then also some squash. And I've got some Jefferson vine back here, and my beautiful, I'm so excited about this area back here with the sunflowers and the corn. So we're excited to have some, these are the big, beautiful, they'll be a huge sunflower. So super stoked about that. It looks great.
It does. It looks absolutely awesome. I love this giant cattle panel that we used for this archway. And then over here we have our next new addition, and that's our chicken tractor right over here. All right, y'all, another new addition to the homestead is this chicken tractor, because now we are raising chickens for not just eggs, but meat. So we raise them on pasture right here, and we built the chicken tractor to be able to house them while they're growing. When we pull them along twice a day, and every day each chicken gets a new little area of fresh organic matter for them to scratch and peck on. We do supplement with a little bit of organic feed, but yeah, this was one of the new additions. We only have one right now. I'm probably gonna scale up and maybe build two more, because right now what we are doing here at Wild Hearts Farm is we are actually raising these chickens ourselves from chicks. We are processing, we are packaging, and we are now selling our chickens to you know, our friends and those who just really want this fresh pasture-raised chicken. So it's pretty awesome. So I built this chicken tractor ourselves. It was one of those usual DIY projects. I have a really good video on you know, how I built this and how the whole thing works. Something else we've done too, while we've been going down this road of raising these meat birds ourselves, we put a whole playlist video together on how to do this from start to finish, from getting the chicks, what breeds to pick, to raising them, to processing them, and to packaging them. So you guys got to check that out as well. But you know, more to come here. But yeah, this is another new addition to the homestead.
Yeah, and check out the chicken tractor build video and how we use it, and you can see the chickens in it and kind of how we pull them along. It's pretty neat.
Yeah, really absolutely. They have this whole pasture that they just basically live on throughout their lifespan, and we pull them right around. It not only feeds them, but you know, their matter feeds the pasture and makes it just gorgeous.
It's a very symbiotic relationship.
Yeah, how
it's meant to be, right?
Exactly. It's such good food.
Yeah. Come on, buddy. Good job. He's like, this is getting hard, people. This is hard. All right, onward. I'm going to get back on the path that goes around our property, and this is one of our favorite little cool areas back in here. All the trees are growing up right beside it, so it's kind of sheltered.
It makes it like a little tunnel. I love it. And it's nice and cool in the summertime. Oh, it is so cool over here. But all these volunteer pines, they just popped up, and it just looks so nice. And it's just a cool, secluded little walk here. You know, we ride the horses back here, Remington and Gambler, and you know, it's just beautiful.
We're pretty fortunate to have a lot of different little areas that we enjoy on our property. You know, as far as like the garden area, the chickens, you know, the forested areas that we can walk around. We've got some wetlands behind us, so.
Yeah, and coming up here is where the old goat enclosure was. If y'all have an old homestead tour video, that was right here. And of course, pulling up over here, God, it has changed so much. We got our old coop over here, and now we have
our new coop, the dream coop.
Yeah.
Oh, gotta let the chickens out too. All right, I'm gonna let the chickens out. They have not been out yet today. Let's get some free ranging going. All right, come on out, ladies and Mr. Roo. We absolutely love this coop. If you guys haven't watched the coop design and build video, you've definitely got to check that out as well. We get so many questions about this coop. It is definitely my dream coop. And I'll start with this side. So this is our old chicken coop. So this is what we had for the coop, and then it had a run on each side. And this little dirt area is actually where the coop used to be. So Dave did such a good job moving it back. So I wanted a little more shade for the run and the coop because it gets really hot here in eastern North Carolina. So we moved everything back. Dave built this huge run and huge coop to house our chickens. So we have about 15 chickens in this flock right here currently. We have 3 broody hens right now, so they're not out here, but I need to pull them out the nesting box. But we absolutely love this coop because it's just more functional than just we loved our small coop, but it's much more functional. So I'll just show you some of the great things about it, and definitely check out the videos like I mentioned. So this is, I'm keeping my eye on you. I got my eyes on you. We lost Merle, my favorite rooster.
And this guy's not the
and now we have
best.
this dude.
Bruce.
We don't even know.
Yeah,
the neighbors
Bruce.
named him Bruce, so we're just sticking with that until we know if he's actually going to settle in here or not.
Yeah. So y'all, this is the old coop that we moved
Yes.
back, and we're using it specifically as a brooder right now.
So we have about 19 more chickens. I ordered 15.
Chicken math.
Yes, chicken math. So we are selling our eggs, so we wanted to get more hens to lay some more eggs, and eggs for us. And who doesn't love some good pasture-raised eggs? So we have got so many different breeds. I told Dave I was just happy clicking like, oh, a green queen. Oh, leghorn. Oh, I mean, I don't even know. Easter eggers.
I know.
What else? There's so many
Who
different
knows?
breeds in here.
What are you? You don't know.
She's like, I know what I am. And then we got
you
15 of those, but we also ended up hatching out. Since we lost Merle, we wanted to hatch out some of his babies. So we were able to hatch out 5 of his babies. So I'm hoping we got
Those
a
are the
little
darker
Merle.
colored ones.
I think we got a Merle. I'm pretty sure we got a baby Merle. I'm praying. So, and I'll show you how functional this coop is. Other than using this as a brooder and being able to have everything separate, we also have a separation that we can add. So Dave built this separator here so that we can separate the smaller chickens from the larger chickens. So we can let them see each other side by side. They integrate very slowly. They get to know each other through this separator.
Yep.
And then once they're big enough, we'll eventually integrate them into the rest of the flock. So
before they're feathered, they stay in, that door is shut, and they stay just in the brooder with a heat lamp. So once they're feathered, we open up that door, we put this partition wall in, and we let them come on out and use part of the run. And it works really, really well. It was a really good feature of the new coop.
yeah. Dave did such a good job. And this run is so big when we're either away or we just don't want to let the chickens out because we're not outside. I mean, the run is just a great size for them. They have plenty of space to roam. Okay. All right, and I'll bring you guys in to see the coop. We have a full coop tour that you guys can check out that video as well. Like I said, we've had so many questions, so many of the answers to a lot of people's questions ended up being in there just because we wanted to give everybody a good idea of like how we built the coop, what we did, the features that we did, because there were a lot of things that we learned from building our first coop that we knew we had to change when we did our second coop. One of them being be able to stand up in here for easy cleaning.
And to be able to put a chandelier.
Yeah, to be able to put a chandelier. I mean, come on. Now, I would have put a small one in the other one too, but we didn't get that far. So, but we did a lot of cool stuff in here. I took the opportunity of having a larger coop to wallpaper this area up here. This is kind of like a sitting area plus a storage area. If we have any sick hens, I can keep them separated and quarantined up here from the others in a kennel. We keep their food up here, like I mentioned, and their nesting pads and all our eat and pet and pasture products that we use for the coop. Hey, Loretta, what you doing, little lady? She probably wants to lay an egg. So also folding nesting bars. That was really a big one too. These fold to make it clean really easily. Like I mentioned out there, we have 3 broody hens right now. So it has been constant coming in here, getting them out, and getting
Try
them
not to
back
get
to
pecked.
reality that they are not hatching babies. Here, we'll get Miranda out. Hey, Miranda. You want to tell everybody something? Say, I'm broody and I want babies. But, honey, we already have babies. They became broody after it was too late to put the other chicks underneath of them when we got them. Otherwise, I would have. But she's a sweet one. We've had her for so long. Little Miranda. You not happy? Get some food and water, sweet pea, please. I know.
All right, y'all. While she's pulling the rest of those broody hens out, it's going to soon be on to the barn, and we'll show you that as well. This has changed so much. Now we got our two handsome boys over here. And on to the barn.
Our two rescue horses. Yay. Remington and Gambler. Remy and Gamby. Love you guys.
Hey fellas, you guys need some hay, don't you? You're getting
He's
impatient.
like, give me some food.
She doesn't open the door very wide, does she? That's really gonna
I don't like to open it all the way. I like to test his skills. He's got mad skills.
All right, I think we may pause the homestead tour to feed some horses real quickly.
Yeah,
Get back to it.
All right.
We're going the wrong way. What? All right, y'all. So here's our barn. This was definitely not in the last homestead tour, but man, we have just put so much love and blood and sweat and tears into this, building it ourselves. And of course, you got to have that gorgeous chandelier up there.
Oh yeah, cue the lights. Cue the lights.
Cue the lights.
Is it on? How do you? Ooh, look at that.
All right, y'all. So if you guys have been following along, you'll know that we had the Amish come down and build this barn. So they built it the way they did, 200 years ago, which is their expertise. But they did all of the framing, all of the mortise and tenon framing. They did all the siding and they did all the roof, and the rest of it was all on us. The cool thing is, though, we have a time-lapse video that shows them doing it literally in 3 days. You guys gotta check that out because it's really cool. Besides that, we did everything else, and I have a playlist of everything we've built within this barn. So that railing up there, we did all the stalls we trimmed out, all the cool barn doors, we built, and the Dutch doors on the front, the stairs, everything I built within this barn is on a video and shows the whole process. So it's really cool. We also have a good barn tour, so I'm not going to take you all through this, but you got to check it out, especially that loft area, because it's a really, really cool area that we just love.
Yeah, we love doing date nights up there. We also have some videos on that, but Dave did an awesome job. I'll give him mad props because, without even ever doing this before, he built, it is amazing. This barn is beautiful. He did a good job.
Thanks, babe. All right, come on. We'll show you the goats next.
All right. We can go out this door?
Yeah, we'll go out this door. Okay. All right, so we do have oh yeah, you can.
All right, so we're gonna go out here to see the goats. You have the door open for the goats. They don't spend much time in the stall unless it's like raining sideways. They like spending their time outside, just like us. So all of our animals enjoy spending time outside like we do.
And I also built them these little overhangs because they do like to be outside. And if you guys watch some of the videos on the coop build, these are the sides that was the run of the old coop, and I just reclaimed them and made these little overhangs, these little shelters out here. And they just stay in here. I'm not even sure.
Pumpkin. Say hi, Pumpkin. Emmy Lou. June. They're a little camera shy. Sorry, guys. And June. June and Dolly. June and Dolly. These were the OGs. June was the original. And then we got Dolly. And then the rabbit hole, Pumpkin and her baby, Emmy Lou.
Emmy Lou, who was around for the last homestead tour, but hasn't grown at all since then. Which is kind of bizarre.
Like so small. And we asked the vet and they said she's just going to be smaller. She's the same breed. That's Pumpkin's her mom, and they have the same sire, the same father. So I don't know what the deal is, but we love them. Sile.
There they are.
Sile.
All right. And now we'll take you over to meet the newest additions.
Yep.
All right. And someone tore themselves away from the hay, and this is our latest addition. This is Remington.
Hey, beautiful. Hi, sweetie. So Remington, we renamed him. We got him from the rescue, the same rescue we got Gambler. He wants to eat me. But he was an Amish cart horse, so he has had a life of work. He's about 14, but he's still got a lot of energy. I venture to say he has more energy than Gambler, a 4-year-old, which is insane. Here's Gambler. So we got Gambler about 2 months ago. So we've had him about 2 months. He's our little 4-year-old guy. He's a rescue as well, and he is just the sweetest temperament. They both have really great temperaments. He's just so kind and loving. On the road again.
You know, you don't have to talk the second I push record. So here's this pasture that we've been, just slowly improving and getting it back to fully organic. This was old farmland where they used to do row crops, but eventually we're going to try to raise some grass-fed cows out here. Right now it's just a cool place to ride a horse.
Yep, and hunt. We also have some mulberry trees that were on the property when we moved here. We just discovered them last year, so very exciting. I use those for jam as well, and several different desserts and just to snack on. But here's one of them coming up right here. You can see that a lot of them. Oh wait, here, no, is this one? Yeah. There we go. There's a ripe one, but they're all getting ripe. What are they called? Brambles. Oh yeah, I see some right here.
We've got some.
So we also have brambleberries, and we didn't know what these were called to begin with, but they are all along the ground, so they're not in bushes. But you can see, maybe not over the huge anthill, but you can see all over here. So these keep me busy.
Good.
They're delicious. So fortunate. Here you go, babe.
Cool. Those are awesome. Nice.
Gosh, I got to get out here and pick some of these. I really should get out here
So
today.
good. All right, y'all, back up to the front here. Something else we just did, we just improved this road coming down here. It's just improved, it's not like our driveway road, but the reason we did this is because we're eventually gonna start using the barn as an event space, just for like smaller events. We wanted to have its own little separate entrance over here and use some of this pasture for just some grass parking. So just some smaller type events.
Yeah, like retirement party, engagement party, birthday parties. I also thought like rehearsal dinners or something like that, maybe corporate events.
Yeah, put that beautiful chandelier to use.
Yeah, share it with everybody, right? Guys enjoyed the homestead tour. We really enjoy just sharing this beautiful piece of heaven that God has given us with you guys, and we are just so appreciative and thankful for all that we've been able to build here, and we are thankful that you guys are following along with us here on YouTube and Instagram, and we just appreciate the support. And go ahead and hit that subscribe button, like our videos, and comment. It really does help us when you guys do that. And definitely check out the coop build, the barn build. Everybody loves the Amish barn build, especially, absolutely. And the garden. I mean, we've got a lot of videos out there for you guys. If you have any curiosity about any of the things that we showed you that were brief, we have a lot of long form videos on pretty much everything that we've showed today.
Definitely and more detailed tours of the coop, of the barn, of the garden, and just all the work we've done. You can kind of watch it all transpire there right before your eyes. It's pretty amazing.
Yeah, and stick around too, because we've got a lot coming. Like Dave mentioned, pigs probably coming soon, maybe a cow or two, and also just a lot more. There's always a project going on, right? Yeah. I'm always like, hey, I've got an idea. And then that's when Dave goes, oh boy.
She designs and I build. That's kind of how it works. So
my ideas turn into a project for Dave and for me. I don't get out of it either. So, but like Dave mentioned, back to our favorite spot on the farm, cried when they built the porch. It's the only area of the house that I actually cried, shed tears when they got it finished, because it is just our favorite spot to take it all in. So definitely stay tuned too for possible event space.
Yeah, definitely,
So.
definitely. So thank you all for joining us in Building Wild Hearts Farm, and have a blessed day. All right.